Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and thanks once again to Bandai Namco Entertainment America for giving me the means to do a test drive of this week's mobile suit. The last of the UC Engage block is the Dijeh Assault Package. It is a 600 ground mobile suit with it's a DJ with a bunch of extra armor and weapons strapped to it, so especially missiles. So let's take a look now at the stats. Yeah, it is ground only, ground compatible, so it's going to have better boost efficiency, I believe, than other suits might on the ground. 22,000 hit points, 23 defense in ballistic and beam resistance, 20 in melee resistance. It is a support, I feel like I should have mentioned before. Range strength of 40, which is good for a support. Melee strength of 20. Movement speed 125. High speed maneuver to top boosting speed 205. Thruster gauge 70. Turning speed 66. Its weapons are a special version of the clay bazooka, unique to the assault package. Pair of double beam sabers as opposed to a beam naginata. That's interesting. Still has head Vulcans, 95 damage per shot, 80 shots. If it's like the standard J, it should have pretty good stunning power. A missile launcher, high-speed suppressive small missiles. It only has 4 of them, so be interesting. It has a shrapnel bazooka as its sub-weapon, so I do like that it has both versions at once. It has shoulder missiles that are incendiary, so, will give the burn status effect to enemy mobile suits. And knee missile pods, which have chain explosion, which will create explosions that continue to do damage over to anything standing in them. Let's see. I'm going to put the shrapnel bazooka down here. One of the missiles there, and one of the missiles there, and hope I remember where they are. In terms of skills, high performance radar level 2, so 400 meter radar range. Frontline support system level 1, fairly common to support, so a respawn time reduction for any allies on the field. Observational data link, which this is going to sound dumb. I didn't realize what this was and what it did for years of playing this game until I saw a support get killed and all the very important life bars that I use to do most of my aiming disappear. Quick boost, so yeah, level 4. So charge time for jumping is reduced by 70%, and thruster consumption for jumping reduced by 30%. Level 2 shock absorbers, less stress after jumping, after boosting, and a 1% quicker recovery time. Anti-blast, so it can nullify the stagger caused by MS explosions, so it is probably intended to be used somewhat up close, at least at times. The high-performance balancer kind of reinforces that. You can go directly into a melee attack from a boost. More and more supports are getting that, and I am perfectly fine with that. Flight control level 2, which lets you boost or jump in midair. Forced injectors, which lets you change directions after a boost. Being level 1, it's kind of inefficient. You'll probably only get to change directions once. Optimized cooling efficiency level 1. So less thruster consumption when boosting and jumping. Of course, that's going to stack with quick boost, so that's good. Shoulder buffer level 3, so if somebody hits your shoulder armors, 30% damage reduction. Leg buffer level 2, which leg damage is reduced by 15%, and leg location damage is also decreased by 15%. Backbinder special cushioning, if something hits the backbinders, it's 30% less damage. And this is a new skill, I believe, Anti-Air Ranged Auxiliary Program. Increases ranged attack damage to airborne favorable category enemies by 50%. Enemies that are airborne due to a skill effect are also targeted. So in other words, if you have a general that is transformed or flying or jumping, you do 50% extra damage to them. That could be very interesting. We're going to skip parts build for now just so we can see the defaults of it, and it is time to go into the test free practice. That's the name of the mode. Oh boy, brain, come on. That was an easy one. We'll go to mass driver because I'm pretty sure there will be a Zoc there. I'm hoping it will be something with the ability to shrug off a stun, so we get a look at its the amount of build stun on its weapons. But let's see if we can find one. Oh wait, are you a Zoc? No, you're a Palestina. I don't believe you have any of the skills I'm looking for. You're a standard DJ. No, you don't. Man, I may have to go down to 500 just to test things on a Zoc, but I think in the meantime we'll just do a regular test and then check weapons against the Zoc afterwards. That is another DJ. And let's see, over here. Looks kind of like it's going to be all DJs and Palace Athenas. Oh, and a Gaplin, but I don't think it has what we need either. But let's find a general and start there. This is actually support's good because that will be type neutral damage, so that's not the worst news. Okay, so the bazooka. It's a bazooka. It stuns 1554 damage type neutral. The Vulcans, not super fast build stun, but definitely enough ammo to do it. Let's see what these missiles are like. They are very fast, but they fire one at a time. It's basically... Are they steerable? No, not in the least. Okay, yeah, so it's not a super damaging weapon, but it's a very fast-flying stun weapon. That's not bad. The shrapnel shell, there's 2 in the magazine. Does very good stun damage there. Let me check. Yeah, okay, yeah. The stun gauge lighting up shows that it is stunning due to build stun rather than just instant stun. Pretty good damage. Okay, here are... Let's see. Yeah, that is... Yeah, this is the ground incendiaries, which, as you can see, if somebody stands in those for a long time, it will kill them. Not even a very long time, but yeah, it'll kill them pretty quickly. Let's find another target, regardless of type or anything. Just here's another palace. That's fine. I want to try that one more time and just take a look. Yeah, that build stun, that fire-based build stun, very useful. And as you can see, that is splash damage. That is not a direct hit. Those are direct hits. Do not stun very quickly, but they do 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 ticks of 200 incendiary damage. They also just went really far afield on that one. I wonder if it's actually picking out like the individual missile locations. Let's see, check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 5 ticks per missile. If you have time to do the missiles individually, that's what's going to get you the most damage, but sometimes you just have to hose things down and get rid of them. Thusly. Okay, that just leaves the sabers. Let's see, the neutral is double overhead. That's not bad. Left. And yeah, it doesn't have any levels of melee, or that was right, duh. That doesn't have any levels of melee combo controller, so you get one swing and make it count. And the downswing is, yeah, that super wide, like Cubile style downswing. Actually, it's not super wide, it's like medium wide. The Cubile style one is not quite as wide, I think, as the Tristan one. Yeah, this is regardless. I'm pretty sure this is not quite as wide as the other one. There are a couple variations, I believe, on that downswing, and they're for some reason I think the Tristan one is like extra wide, or I may just be wrong about that. And it just doesn't look as wide because the Dijeh is a lot chunkier than the Tristan. But yeah, so in terms of its special abilities, not a lot I can show about that. Okay, 3,300 against the general because, of course, nobody here is going to be doing any flying. But let's go to 500 and see if we can get a Zoc out here so we can take a quick look at that. But yeah, it doesn't seem bad so far. Where are we? You know, it's sad. I don't actually miss Mountain per se, because I played that on GBO1 basically forever. But 500 should have what I want. Oh yeah, we haven't looked at the counter yet either, so I've got to do that as well. But yeah, I don't miss the Mountain map per se, because it's like not in rotation anymore. Like I said, played that forever, pardon the squeaking of the chair, on GBO1, as well as a lot on GBO2. But honestly, just I end up on Arctic base way too much, and I'd like to see other things. Okay, so mostly builds done. About 4 or 5 Vulcan rounds will pick up from the bazooka. Very little build stun out of those missiles, comparatively speaking. Fire's good and quick, yeah. Yeah, like 2 of those ground explosive missiles will stun a Zoc in about 2 seconds. Well, maybe 1 or 2 seconds. But yeah, that is... And yeah, I believe, like, ground explosions will actually kill things, whereas, the fire status effect does not. But yeah, okay, so yeah, those incendiary leg missiles, you have to stop to fire them. But if your aim is good, you don't really need to stand there long enough to take hits and launch, the whole magazine. It will be okay. Okay, so... Oh yeah, I forgot to test the shotgun on the Zoc, but if it's like other shotgun-type weapons, it should do enough to just stun it straight out. Yep. Yeah, so this is... it's got some decent skills to use against a Zoc. 1260. Okay, what I'm going to do is, before we check the counter tackle, I'm going to see how much damage you get from point blanking this with the shotgun. And then I'm going to back off quite a bit and see how many of the pellets connect. So, boom. 1575 if you hit the whole thing, and it stuns. And let's see. That is the effective limit of it. About 840, but that was still enough pellets to stun. That's useful. Alright, let's test our tackle, and that will probably be where we leave it off for today. And, okay, that was a kill. Let's find something else to tackle. I don't think the Zoc is going to work for that either, so I just need something with, something with standard weight, and, all that. And this Zagok E should serve the purpose. Okay. Okay, just a kick. Very, given that the legs are extra chunky for the added armor, it's not like super awkward looking in my opinion, but it definitely does, looks like there's some weight behind it. Okay, now, let's take a look. How long can it boost? Decently fast boost. And a decently long thruster gauge. It can do pretty well with that. Let's refill our thruster gauge with this counter tackle. And I just want to see how the forced injectors go and how long it takes it to jump. So... But yeah. Okay, you can get about 2 extra boosts out of it before it overheats on you. So, alright. Now, let's try this. And... Okay, that is a very quick boost. That is actually useful for... both getting into a, sniping, bombarding position, and for escaping things, because that is, like, really, really fast. There's even some raids with assault booster, I think, that don't boost quite that quick. And yeah, as you can see, the thruster efficiency skills stack pretty effectively on the boost when you jump. It's, yeah, very cost efficient and fast at jumping. That's an interesting skill for a support to have, but I suppose if you're going to give it anti-air capabilities, being able to jump up and shoot things is not bad. Yep, it can fire the shotgun bazooka in the air, which, honestly, that is really good to know, because, yeah, of course, most, the camphor shotgun, most other shotguns can't be fired in the air because they're two-handed weapons. But this one, since it's a one-hander, you can do it. 292, almost a stun, and I was, like, technically outside the range of the weapon, so that's not bad. But yeah, okay, yeah, so it's not exactly a stun lock, but if you stun somebody with that and follow up with the fire, it's they're going to have to move fast to keep from getting stunned again, especially if you're already on another weapon like Vulcans. Let's give that a try real quick. Do you have enough health to make this work? Shotgun, flames, Vulcans. Yeah, that's fast. Okay, yeah, so this has some, this should, I feel like, be able to defend itself pretty well at 600. So I hope so anyway, because it's got some interesting stuff going on, and I like it. But anyway, that is going to do it for this special test drive video. And thanks once again to Bandai Namco Entertainment America for letting me do this. And until next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later.